Good morning, Jared. How are we feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm getting by.
What do you mean by getting by?
Just just not good, not really bad, but just fighting to get through the day.
Mm, yeah. In our last session, you had mentioned that you had a heart attack. How are
Yeah.
you coping with that?
Um, I feel like it's it was scary. It was really scary, and they're telling me I need to handle my life better, the way I eat, the way I need to get more exercise, the way I deal with my stress, but it feels like I I can't change, like, just there's something inside me that just is wired to think the things I think, to feel the things I feel.
You mentioned that you're dealing with a lot of stress. So, what kind of
Hmm.
stress are you dealing with?
um I would say the biggest thing is that my wife cheated on me with my business partner, and
Wow.
yeah, we're dealing I'm dealing with that situation, and it's just a bad situation to be in overall. I think anybody would be stressed with that.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. The way you talk about it seems like you really loved her, and it's a very devastating thing to go through right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you do?
Do you have any, have you told a friend about it? Have you talked to anyone?
I've told, yeah, I've told a friend. Like, I've told my friends, but I just haven't told family.
Oh, you feel like they might be disappointed, or how you?
It's embarrassing. I
Mm,
mean, having your partner go out and find someone else, it's like you're not enough, and to tell my family that, it's really stressful.
mm. It seems to me like your family really liked her a lot.
Yeah, I mean, she was part of the family. Um, they cared for her. They didn't not like her, but they weren't overly welcoming.
Mm,
They just accepted her as part of the family once we got married.
mm. And do you know who your wife cheated on you with?
Yeah, my business partner.
Oh, but I mean, was it like a close acquaintance or?
Um, I would say, like, yeah, we were more than like partners. We would hang out sometimes. We weren't best friends, but we
Mm,
were we were friends.
wow, that must be really painful. I mean,
I mean, I don't hold it against him because he wasn't the one married. I mean, it you know I it's a situation about my wife. So that's the real thing that when I think about it, just creates all this stress.
so it's definitely your wife that's the problem. You're blaming her for your stress right now.
Yeah, I would say.
Have you tried to do any sort of extracurricular activities that perhaps might take your mind off of the stress?
Drink.
Oh,
um but not all the time, but it's just that's the only way I could cope with it. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be out, and take up a hobby, and it just seems like too much energy required. I mean, I feel like I'm barely getting by right now. I couldn't imagine taking on something else.
yeah, I understand that you feel that alcohol is your way out, but it may not necessarily be the best way to deal with your stress. I'm not sure if you're aware, but men that have heart attacks are more likely to die younger than women,
Hmm.
and I'm very concerned. And have you tried to do some exercise?
Yeah, I exercise. Um, Probably not as much as I could. Probably my eating habits are the worst, but I mean, I have too much to deal with to be focusing on little things like that.
And you feel that exercise will not help you relieve your stress?
I mean, sometimes it takes away the thought, but then it just comes back, and like it just if it I can't escape those thoughts of stress. It's always in the back of my head.
Have you ever thought about perhaps moving on and leaving your past behind?
Yeah, but it's so recent, and there's still so much to go through with like divorce and everything. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. You can't just turn it off in your mind. Sometimes you can, but it'll always be there to come back for the time being.
No, I completely understand you. I mean, your wife was with you for 10 years and suddenly you find out that she cheats on you. It's devastating, really. What do you think your family will do when you tell them? Are you planning on telling your family?
Yeah, I'm planning on telling them. It's just, I mean, they'll be okay with it, but it's just, it's embarrassing. It's just really embarrassing. I don't know. Maybe it's just something. It's my problem. I know my family will be there for me, but I just find it really embarrassing.
Have you recently looked into perhaps finding someone else in your life? Someone else that might care for you during your time right now?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not in the right mindset to trust other people right now. And and if I were to meet somebody, it'd be in the back of my head with this new person that if I can't trust somebody I've been with for 10 years that committed their life to me, how can I trust somebody new?
Mm. Well, it seems that commitment is something that you deeply value.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I committed myself to her, and I didn't think it was I didn't think it was that hard to stay faithful. I mean, sure there are people you meet throughout the 10 years that you're attracted to or you click with, but it's not hard to say no or put those feelings aside because you made a commitment to this other person. I mean, it's really unfair.
Tell me more about the relationship with your wife.
Um, I mean, we would argue and fight, but we were always really open with our emotions, and then it wasn't until like the past 6 months that it just seemed like the emotions would shut off. Her emotion
Mm.
was shut off, and there was not even any more fighting. It was just I had all this built up emotions, and then there was nothing on her side. So it was a really weird situation to be in, to go from fighting and getting those emotions across to like wanting to get those emotions across and then having someone not even wanting to deal with it anymore. And that's when I thought something was wrong.
Mm. And you guys were never in a long distance relationship,
No.
so both of you lived together.
Yeah.
Mm. That's very interesting.
Hmm.
Usually, it's long distance relationships that end up with the couples breaking apart, but this wasn't the case. So, was it because these emotions were build up that you had your heart attack?
No, I just think I don't know why I had it. The doctor said it's because my heart, I didn't take care of it. So I guess that's why. Probably the stress of everything. It probably boiled over. So I think that could be it.
Unfortunately, our time is up, but I definitely recommend you trying to do a little bit more exercise and not drinking so much.
Okay.